so small. I mean, it's out in the middle of the woods. Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to take girls down there because it's probably not cleaned up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a documentary. It is a documentary, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you think I'd be documenting you?
I don't know. Just like, this is E60.
In one word, how would you how would you describe in one word describe Casey Kerns?
Caucasian.
He's a worried little guy.
Childish baby.
Undescribable.
Generous.
Nervous.
He's ginger. I mean,
Yep. How do you describe Casey Kerns?
He's dumb and very interesting.
What were your first impressions of Casey Kerns?
well, the first time I seen Casey, I just thought, who is this shaggy-haired looking dweeb? And then I realized once I got to know him that he was extremely weak, and he needed people to help him, you know, get through life. And I just chose the path of a helper. I chose to help him.
My first impression of Casey Kerns, it was alright. It wasn't really great. This is it. Now, that's what he looked like when I first met him. He's changed quite a bit. When I first met him, I thought he was a goofy little nerd that played football, but his parents paid off the football coach so he could be on the team.
You were trying to think.
I'm trying to think, when did I first meet him?
That kid has red hair.
Is that all? You didn't think he was nice? You didn't think he was odd? You didn't
That
think
was odd.
odd in what ways? The fact that he had red hair, maybe?
Casey's just indescribable.
Oh, okay.
I met Casey Kerns my junior year of high school when I was running cross country. And of course, looking at me in top physical condition. I mean, I wear feetless socks, so I mean, I'm obviously fast. I was up in the front, and I would always just remember Casey Kerns being the guy that would always give up and just, I hate to say it on camera, he got beat by the girls. That was my first impression of Casey.
What was your first impression of Casey Kerns?
Well, he had earrings and his hair was like weird, so I thought he might have been gay.
What were your first impressions of Casey Kerns?
That he was really funny, and he had red hair, and he was very nice. Tell him you like Casey. Say Casey. He seemed like a very nice boy.
So that you know more to it, or was he nice, or was he funny,
like a
quiet,
nice
dumb?
boy. Maybe kind of quiet. Had a big smile.
Red hair.
Red hair.
Did he have the horn when he met you? And his hair, the horn?
Is that that thing?
Yeah, whatever you call it. No one knows.
Or shaggy, probably a shaggy.
No, he didn't have shaggy hair, I don't think.
Is that it?
I think he had the little horn, maybe. But seemed nice enough to me.
All right. You wanna go play some tennis, Casey?
Yeah, let's do it.
You like playing tennis?
I love playing tennis.
Really?
I love it.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport probably be soccer, lacrosse.
You ever pop any balls?
Soccer?
Just in general, when you hit a ball, maybe pop a ball with that horn.
No, I like my favorite.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, whatever.
I don't think I've ever popped a ball.
It's possible. Okay, I'm at Casey's house, and he's been in the bathroom for, not even joking, 35 minutes fixing his freaking horn. Like, what do you do with a horn? I'll go show you. He doesn't even, like, he's been in there for literally 35 minutes. Dude, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm fixing my hair.
What is there possibly to do to that thing?
There's a lot of techniques. You gotta get it going.
You've been in here for 35 minutes, man.
Well, I'm sorry. It's gotta look good.
Whatever. What do you think about Casey's hairstyle?
I approve.
That's it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I wanna know how long it takes to do it.
I'm not ready yet. Or stop it.
Well, it's just plain weird.
Well, as a fellow redhead, I gotta say he's got great hair.
Yeah.
But if I just came across him on the street, I'd probably think he's gay.
Oh, that stupid bronze horn that kid has. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's a phase. That's just the way I see it. I mean,
Well, it used to be very, very long, and it was ridiculous looking, like goofy wise. And then he got it cut into like this sword. It's some type of horn, and now he's just going around poking people in the eye with it. It's so deadly. I hate it too.
The horn's a little weird. It's like a one-horned bull, but he's not a bull. He's more like a girl.
Casey's hair. Okay, I've never gotten it. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. First off, it's a horn. Okay, it's like an aerodynamical thing, but he doesn't run anymore, so he should be rid of it. He used to have long hair. That was alright. Everyone liked that. But, no joke, one time I was playing soccer. Me and Casey went to pass a soccer ball, and I'm fine with that. I said, Casey, head the ball real quick. He heads the ball, goes flat. I had just bought a brand new soccer ball. And I'm $90 in the hole because I don't have a soccer ball-less because I have no soccer ball.
Get some bitches on the face. How many shoot in the face? What?
Casey, so what kind of grades did you make in high school, though?
A's, B's, C's.
Is that what you get if you get a 2.0? Is that A's and B's?
I didn't get 2.0.
What did you get, though?
My final GPA for my whole high school career. Well, my senior year I got 3.0.
That's final GPA.
Final GPA.
Oh, okay. You probably didn't try though, did you?
Not really.
Didn't try. Yeah. What kind of classes did you take? Like gym or
Pretty hard.
like chemistry, physics?
No, earth science.
Well, you have to take that one. What classes, electives, did you choose?
I'm trying to think, man.
I think you took 3 or 4 gym classes at one time, didn't you?
No, I had gym classes.
You had a lot though, didn't you?
Yeah, I helped in the office.
Did you have more gym classes than the average kid? That's what I'm asking, dude.
Well, yeah, no.
You had 3.
Yeah, but
What do you think about Casey's intelligence and or common sense?
well, I've always thought his intelligence was a little bit low. Mainly because in school, all the classes he took were like office help, gym class, classes like that, food prep, never real any like hard classes, and he still got C's in them.
Because most gingers are pretty stupid, and I don't know, he's very girly and doesn't know much about anything.
Okay.
I don't know. He's kind of almost common sense smart, kind of. But I just still cannot forgive him for the day that I walk into driver's ed and see him doing positive and negative integers on a calculator. He did like 2 plus -3 with a calculator. He did a whole worksheet with it. I was pretty embarrassed. I was like, fine, Casey, you gotta love him.
Okay. Casey's intelligence. This is a whole, it's out there. Okay. Most people are common sense smart or book smart. Casey, on the other hand, is, he's pretty much neither. I was in math class with him one time, not even kidding you. 7 plus 10. 17 obviously. Casey asks me, I laugh. He goes, gets a calculator, does it on the calculator. Still, he ends up with 16 somehow.
It's rough. Girl problems.
What do you think about Casey's relationship with Taylor Foster?
What? He likes girls?
I think they're a really cute couple, and I'm really happy for them.
Okay.
Casey's relationship with Taylor Foster. Once again, it's a whole nother segment on its own. Basically because it's the only relationship he's ever had, and he still says he doesn't care about her, but if she talks to another guy, he tends to get upset, which makes no sense. If you don't care about a girl, why do you care if she talks to other guys? I mean, me and Taylor, we had our thing once. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Me and Taylor had a thing. Casey knows about it. Casey knows about it too, and you know, I also had a thing with Taylor's friend Taylor. You know, I'm working on the third one right now, but it's just how it goes. Taylor, I guess Casey does like Taylor a little bit, and she somewhat cares about him, but they're not dating, but they're together. I don't know what that, you know, air quotes he says, but that's all I have. That's all I have to say about that.
I just recently found out the dude likes girls.
He kind of worried me until this year because I noticed he was talking to girls, so I'm all for it. I mean, I'm all for him dating. I think it'll be good for him. Cute little couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Foster? Casey thinks Taylor Foster is his girlfriend. But the thing is, Taylor Foster doesn't treat him like she's his boyfriend. She kisses other guys, she hangs out with other guys, she texts other guys, she does everything like that. And Casey, he won't hang out with other girls or even talk to other girls because he thinks Taylor Foster is pretty much his girlfriend. I mean, she's flirted with me and Evan before, and that says anything because we're Casey's friends and she still flirts with us. So, I mean, I just think Casey needs to learn that she's not the one, and he needs to start treating her like he's gonna marry her when they're not on a date. So, grow up, Casey. Grow up.
Okay, what do you think about, do you think Casey Kearns will ever get a job?
Casey who?
Casey Kearns.
First off, I'm Austin McPhee. I work at Dunham's. Team Dunham's. Hashtag on Twitter. Casey Kearns will never get a job, even if he works for his mom.
Actually, did you hear his parents offered him?
Yes. I applied for that job, actually. They wouldn't give it to me for some reason. He turned in his application to Dunham's. He says he's going to get a job there. I'm pretty sure we threw it in the trash. Got no work experience. Kid can't do jack crap, alright? Next question.
Never. At least maybe till he's in his mid-20s probably. Because Casey has never really ever had to lift a finger in his life or do any sort of work. So I would say that maybe when he's 25 he might get his first job. Because, I mean, he just has no work ethic. He doesn't want a job. He sits at his house all day bored and sleeps. While me and Evan just, you know, work almost every single day. But he gets everything given to him, so he doesn't really, you know, he's a pampered little brat.
Is that all you got about that? Okay.
I mean, I heard he applied at American Eagle, like, end of his sophomore year, and he's going to start soon, so that's good.
Okay. He says he's gonna start sooner, like.
I mean, he says all the time he's going to start American Eagle.
Okay.
It's like, good for you.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about Casey and his experience of trying to get a job, but he doesn't have one yet, but he's still working on it?
So neither me or Casey have a job, and my aunt yells at me all the time to get a job. So me and Casey, we thought, you know, we'll try to get a job together. And we spent a day, we filled out some applications, turned them in. We never got any jobs.
Yeah.
We turned them in at American Eagle and Dunham's, and we're thinking about Dunkin' Donuts, but that hasn't even opened yet.
Yeah.
And no one hired us or even called us or anything.
Yeah.
I think Mike, because he had red hair, and I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to look bad.
Okay. Casey getting a job. Casey, will he ever get a job? Yes. I don't think he's incapable of working, but he's 18, going on 19, has never had a job. His dad offers him $8 an hour. Minimum wage is only $7.25. He's basically getting paid to do $8 an hour to do nothing except like fold laundry and stuff. Casey's called off every day for a month. One time I was at Casey's house, his dad leaves a note. Fold covers and go on the internet and do something for college. That's for him anyways. Casey does neither. He can't even do that. So, and then he applied at American Eagle about last year. And every time I ask him if he's going to get a job, he says, well, I'm going to start working at American Eagle whenever they call me. So, I mean, will he ever get a job? Maybe. I don't think it'll be anything special. Maybe McDonald's manager. I see him being Office Depot manager because he thinks he's really good with computers, but he knows where power buttons are and stuff like that. But, I think that's all I got to say about Casey getting a job. It's going to be very hard for him. Rough life for him.
Yeah, it's your boy C-Money, featuring Just Too Easy. We about to go in, but before that, I want to give my shout outs to Kid Huddy, Fordyce, and T Nasty. But yeah,
My career's blown up. The rap game. I mean, it's getting better and better every day.
Have you been like working on lyrics or anything?
You know, I mean, sometimes I just wake up in the morning, just music's going through my head.
How many songs have you recorded?
I've recorded 2 songs.
In a period of how long?
Probably like maybe a year, maybe 2.
I'm sure it'll get better.
I know. Happens to the best of them, I guess.
What do you think about Casey's rap career?
That was a good song. Well, you see, me and Casey, we're both rappers here. And we kind of met through rapping. And we came together and made a beautiful song. And that's Casey's only song.
In what period of, like how long of a time?
It's been about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Have you guys planned on doing anything further? I mean, I know you write quite often.
I have a few songs. I mean, Casey has one. We've made another one and it hasn't been released yet. And so that makes 2 for Casey.
Huh.
So he has 2 songs and he's got a good career.
He's always telling us about his lyrics he has. Has he ever mentioned lyrics to you that?
He talks about writing songs all the time, but I haven't really seen it yet.
Yeah, that's about how.
Maybe they'll come out after college.
He's talked about something with T Nasty.
I'm talking about featuring with that T Nasty kid forever, and haven't seen him in one of the T Nasty songs.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about Casey's career in rapping? He says he's a rapper. Some people disagree. Some people agree. What do you think?
Well, it gets me really mad because Casey brags to us all the time that he's a rapper. But anytime we're out in public and we say he's a rapper, he says, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. I don't sing. I don't do any of that. No, that's not me. But then he'll brag to us about it. And he takes forever writing lyrics because he's got ADHD. Like, he'll just walk around like this. You know, he'll never, like, concentrate on anything. So I said, Casey, I want to write a song with you. It took me about 15 minutes, and I came up with this, which is my whole part of the song. Casey sat down for like 15 to 20 minutes, and he only wrote down 4 words. 4 words. And I had this whole paper filled out in 15 minutes. And then he just gave up. He said, no, I can't do the song. I can't write the lyrics. That's how bad he is at that.
I was there for that one.
So his career is, there's nothing to it at all.
Okay. But you would say he could rap if he could dedicate himself, but
if he would
he does have
himself,
he does have half a song.
He has half a song, but that's like his whole entire rap career, like 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And I mean, just he has no.
I mean, my thought.
He has ADHD, so he can't even like. Yeah. He says he doesn't, but he literally can't concentrate on something for more than like 2 minutes.
You know, I shot a music video with Casey Kerns once, and he was a little timid. He didn't like dancing, You know, he's got one rap song. It's been like 3 years. I mean, it was a good song. I mean, whatever. But I haven't heard lyrics come out of his mouth. I think he Google some lyrics or something. That's what he needs to do. He's got a studio in his house. He don't even use it. See, he's like a little Eminem, but he's a ginger. So I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. Kerns is no rapper.
Okay. Casey rapping. Now that is something I've never understood. He says he's a rapper, and I mean he has one rap song. It's half a song. So he says it's one song, but it's only half a song because Just Too Easy is also part of it. So, and he says every time I ask him about it, he says, I'm writing some more lyrics. It's been about 2 years now since I first met him in his rapping, and he has about not even one line of lyrics that I've seen. And he says every time I see him, he says, I want to record with T Nasty, Trey Christie, or Kid Chaos, and we're going to shoot a video next week. Next week comes around. Well, aren't you doing it? He's like, well, I didn't get my lyrics right. So, and then I'll ask him, and he'll say, yeah, I wake up every day and write all these lyrics, and then so I say, let me see him. He's like, well, I lost them, or I forgot them, so I can't do it. And, I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, but then he needs to work on live performances because we hang out with girls, and girls are like, Casey, let's hear a rap. See Money, let's rap. And Casey's all like, I'm a rapper, I'm a rapper, I'm a rapper. And then they say that, and he's like, I don't rap. I don't have any rap songs. I'm not a rapper. But then as soon as they leave again, he brags about being a rapper. It just makes no sense to me. I mean, he won't even sing on Rock Band, for heaven's sakes. He's embarrassed to sing on Rock Band. He won't even sing in front of me, one of his best friends. And so, I mean, I don't consider him a rapper maybe when he gets another song, maybe in 3 years when he writes enough lyrics. Because, I mean, a word a day in a line, when he writes 1 word per day for lyrics, it'll take about 3 years because songs are pretty long with all these verses. He's not a rapper in my mind, but in others, I don't think he is either. So he's only a rapper in his own mind. But
I asked him to rap one time, and he said no. He wasn't a rapper. Well, I watched it on YouTube once, and he had like 4 hits. And I asked him to do it in person once, and he started to cry about it. He didn't want to do it. He was quite embarrassed.
okay. My thought on Casey's rap career is like, he can't, I mean, we've obviously said he can't write, but that's because he won't dedicate himself. And like, I don't know about the fans of Casey. I don't know if he has any anymore, but like, I'm tired of using repeat on my car stereo because I can only repeat one song so many times, you know? But, I don't know.
I know where I'm going from here.
Well, you're not supposed to go straight, just so you know.
That's where I'm going.
So are you pretty good driving? I mean, can you get your way around, or?
Not very good. I mean, I'm not the best.
Okay. What do you think about Casey Kerns' sense of direction and extreme fear of the dark?
Well, he's the worst sense of direction I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, Evan already told this story, but the first time we went to his camper, River Lot, I had to show him how to drive out of there. He had to follow my car all the way out of there, and he's been there 1,000,000 times. And then we went there again a second time, and I had to tell Evan how to get out of the River Lot because Casey still had no idea. Casey has been, a lot of places in town, he's lived here his entire life, but he does not know how to get anywhere. He does not know how to get to the Y. He does not know how to get to their dog house. He doesn't know how to get to Evan's house, my house, or, just anything, basketball courts. He has no idea where he's at or how to get anywhere. And, about his sense of, his fear of the dark, he is terrified. He has this thing where he won't keep any doors open in his house while he's sleeping. There's 2 doors in his basement, and I had both of them open. He got up and shut them and said, Tommy, I'm just scared, man. I'm scared of having doors open. I said, Casey, you know there's nothing in them. I mean, it's dark in them, but
And this was also in his own house.
This is in
right?
his own house, his own basement. So I shut the doors. He gets up and opens them, and we do it like 4 or 5 times. And finally, I give up because Casey says he's gonna go sleep upstairs in his room if he doesn't. If I don't stop. But I mean, it's just empty rooms that are dark, and he won't have the door open to them. He's scared. He's so scared.
Well, for him being scared of the dark, that's really weird because when I was 2, I was like sort of scared of the dark, but then I turned 3 and I manned up. And his sense of direction, one time we were, me and Evan and Casey were going golfing and Casey was driving, and it's only like a mile away from my grandma's house, and he got lost, and he started to tear up, and Evan had to drive.
Okay. My thoughts on Casey's fear of the dark and sense of direction. Casey, I've never seen someone. I was scared of the dark when I was 3, but then I became 4. Didn't even use a nightlight anymore. I went to Casey's house. He still uses a nightlight. I was standing in his kitchen, which is 10 feet away from his room. The lights were off in between them, but the lights were off in the room in the kitchen. Hallway light was off. I'm sitting in the kitchen. I hear someone sprinting through the house. It's Casey, scared of his own hallway in his own freaking house. He won't. I mean, I've been over to his house. He leaves his own laptop downstairs for weeks because no one will go down there to get it with him. That room right there, it's just a garage. He's been in it multiple times during the day. I mean, this light's on, so you can still see in there part of the way. He's too scared to go in there by himself when I'm standing right at the door, inches. And his sense of direction. One time I let him out of his car at nighttime, and then I drove off, but I looked back to see him, because I think it's kind of funny, his fear of the dark. Because like I said, I was afraid of the dark when I was 3. But I saw him getting in his car. He was like struggling to get in his car, like twitching and everything. And so he finally got in the car, and he just has no sense of direction.
Featuring Just Too Easy. We about to go in, but before that, I want to give my shout outs to Kid Huddy, Fordyce, and T Nasty. But yeah, rookie in the game, but a vet in the booth. I don't spit lies, man, I only spit the truth. I'm still a kid, I mean I'm only 17. That's why people are saying my career's just a dream. They're saying give it up, let it go. But you're telling this to a kid you don't even know. I just shrug it off, thinking it's okay, cause they'll be seeing me as a top someday. Yeah, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, but when I step in the room, someone's liable to jock me. Raised in a small town, yeah, that's me, repping for the state that made me. WV, P-Berg student trying to fulfill his destiny. I ain't Drake, but later, you can thank me. Man, it's been crazy, all since this has happened. Sailing on the SOS and God is the captain. So hopefully you'll remember me when I'm dead and gone. Stores got my tape selling faster, Donkey Kong. But, hey, don't take me wrong, Miller on the beat, but your boy on the song. Start off locally, but about to make it nationwide. Swag surfing and I'm bringing in high tide. So no, I am up and coming. Hearing people around the world saying I am stunning. People saying my raps, they aren't relevant, but I just keep on telling them. I live my life every day, taking my songs out of this country. Triple A, haters gonna hate. So what do you have to say? Oh man, I think it's my turn. Yo, I'm not the flyest mother sucker in the room, but I'm fly like a butterfly straight out of the cocoon. I was just a kid at home watching cartoons. My life was slow, but now it's coming soon. Hard to believe I've only got 1 more year of high school. Gonna work hard and keeping it real's the #1 rule. It was good to know that you have friends that have your back. Me and C Money just killing it on the track. Gonna be popular like Huey Mack. Name's just too easy with the #2. I'm kind of a big deal and I only roll with a few. Killing this beat sicker than the swine flu. I know you wanna hate cause I'm better than you. Yeah, here in P-Berg, winning's all we do.